Welcome to Bestseller Book Review New Moon. Stephenie Meyer. The Twilight Saga Book 2 New Moon is the sequel to Stephenie Meyer's remarkably good debut novel Twilight. This novel works well enough as a standalone, but I think that you will get a better understanding of the story and maximum enjoyment from reading it if you have read Twilight first. New Moon is always going to be compared to Twilight, and people who are expecting this novel to be essentially the same as Twilight may be disappointed. Twilight had an almost dreamy, fairy tale quality to the writing, which this story lacks. The Cullen family of vampires are also absent from a large proportion of New Moon, and vampire fans may keenly feel their absence. Do not let this put you off reading the book, however, because it is still one of the best books that I have read this year. New Moon is narrated in first person by Bella and has an obvious parallel with Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet, and I mean obvious because even Bella recognizes that she is in danger of playing out history's greatest romantic tragedy. I think keeping Romeo and Juliet in the forefront of the reader's mind actually helps the author build the tension for the climax of the story, because we can all see the tragedy that is waiting to happen. The pain that Bella feels when Edward abandons her is extremely well written and is really what this story is about. Most of the things that happen to Bella in New Moon are as a result of the overwhelming loss that she is trying to bear. Her friendship with Jacob has a doomed quality to it, not only because he obviously loves her while she is in love with Edward, but because he is a werewolf and he naturally hates all vampires. For fantasy fans, New Moon isn't all about Bella and her emotional pain. The rogue vampires Laurent and Victoria return to Forks. They are looking for revenge against Edward, but they only find Bella. The Quileute werewolves are an exciting addition to the story, and it will be interesting to see how this plotline is developed in the next novel in this series. I stayed up until the early hours of the morning reading this book because once I was caught up in the story I couldn't stop reading. I'm sure I'm not the first person, and won't be the last person either, to say that about this novel. New Moon is highly recommended reading. Subscribe our channel if you like this video. Don't forget to share and like. If you want to buy this book in Amazon, so link is available in description.